Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Kenyans, you will not believe what Francis Atwoli said yesterday during an interview at Citizen TV. As I was just going back to try to understand how Francis Atwoli was just manipulating the minds of Kenyans with lies, And I was asking myself, was this Francis Atwoli that was busy criticizing William Ruto and telling us how William Ruto was going to lose election? And so we were to go to Sugoi to cut down all trees because William Ruto alikuwa anaenda kujinyonga. The same man told us that many people will not believe that William Ruto was going to be sent home. Now, the man is coming out to confirm to us his another manipulation that now William Ruto is going to be automatically elected the president of the Republic of Kenya. And so Atwoli came out yesterday saying that Ruto is going to win this election 2027 at 10 a.m. Mapema asubuhi. I want us to listen to Francis Atwoli. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch the video and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, ensure you like the video. Let us listen to Francis Atwoli.
Okiya Omtata, he declared today that he wants to explore the possibility of running for president.
And I told you so many others will declare.
Yeah.
But I can tell you here and now, with the direction President William Samoei has taken, that direction he's now, that trajectory that he's now taking, he will be the president at 10 a.m. 2027. I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Come on.
I'm telling you. If now he does what he has done in Western Kenya, who else in Western Kenya is outside? You have Musalia Mudavadi. You want to tell me somebody will defeat you? He has brought in Oparanyai. He has been the Speaker of the National Assembly. That area is covered. Others are not makers, I swear. And then go to Nyanza with Raila. Go to Coast with Joho. And I already told you, Northeastern is quiet.
Because?
I think you have listened to whatever Francis Atwoli is coming out to say. The question is, as the man is telling us that William Ruto is going to win election 2027, remember, number one, Kenyans, the church has already left William Ruto. Sijui kama mnakumbuka. The Gen Zs wamewacha William Ruto. The middle class wamewacha William Ruto. The same man that we are being told by Francis Atwoli that is going to win election 2027, because the calculation of Francis Atwoli is that William Ruto is having Oparanya in Kakamega. William Ruto is having Wetangula in Bungoma. William Ruto is having Musalia Mudavadi in Vihiga. William Ruto is having Raila Odinga to control his bases in Western. And when you add with the Nyanza region, then coastal region, Francis Atwoli is saying that William Ruto to go with Joho. And that is automatically, Kenyans are going to vote for William Ruto. Sawa sawa? Because, remember, their argument, or rather the argument of Francis Atwoli, is that as Mount Kenya region is leaving William Ruto, already the block of Nyanza, the block of Western, the block of Coast is going to make William Ruto to be re-elected. Now, as we speak, Francis Atwoli also came out talking about the presidential limit. Then now we should come out and craft off this presidential limit. Yani tusikuwe na presidential limit and even is coming out to give us an example of Uganda, where Yoweri Museveni has been there for decades and no term limit, no presidential term limit. Francis Atwoli is coming out also to tell us about how kings, are ruling without any limit. So we should have a president, presidential election without term limit. Because one thing we are being told by Atwoli is that this term limit is bringing a lot of problem, because immediately we end election, someone picks, he wants to be the president next general election. I want you to listen to Francis Atwoli about the term limit.
About for presidential term limits, someone.
Presidential term limit, how?
Extending from 5 to 7 years.
If you asked me, as Francis Atwoli, I would tell you, let us remove the time limit. Why? This is what is causing a problem. Somebody's timing after 10 years, I want to be a president. Are Ugandans experiencing the same problems we experience here? People have made politics to be an industry. Every morning is politics from morning to evening, because they know Jeff's term is almost ending. If they didn't have that in mind, go to those countries that are led by kings, monarchs, and so on, world over. Even in Europe, we have kingdoms.
Yeah, but that's madness. You can't have that in Africa. Come on.
Yeah, but Africa and Europe, who developed first? You are told things that they don't do at their home. They respect their culture and traditions. If you try it here, they will tell you that is repugnant. My friend, they enjoy when you are fighting, jostling without development.
Yes.
So that you can continue going there and beg.
To beg for money.
Yeah. Because after Cold War is when multi-party democracy was introduced. Because now they had done with Africa. Before Cold War, they used to protect African governments and African leaders. But now they said, let us take money where our mouth is, to attract their brothers from Eastern Europe and so on. They opened up through Schengen and other things to come together as a nation. And then now they say, let us support multi-party democracy in Africa. An African is always happy when he's a leader. Let them keep on fighting for leadership as we take away minerals from Africa, as we command them. You see, one country can summon 40, 50 African presidents to go to Europe. One person.
And we all go.
So, in other words, Francis Atwoli is coming out to tell Kenyans that let us stop underrating William Samoei Ruto, that he's going to be automatically be the president 2027. The same man that told us Raila Odinga is going to squeeze William Ruto into a tight corner. They lacked more experience to enable Raila Odinga to be the president. They're now coming out to tell us how William Ruto is now so much experienced. But remember, the way I've said, William Ruto has lost the ground. And that is the truth. And they don't listen to that. I told you here very clear, Kenyans. I want you to listen to me very carefully. Remember, this issue might be like Kikuyus are being neglected or they are being pushed out of the government. But on this side, William Ruto is calling for broad-based government. Sawa sawa. But he's going for Nyanza and Western and Coast. For him to be re-elected because Mount Kenya region wameshatoka. So Francis Atwoli to come out and tell us that we should not underestimate William Ruto. There's something here they must understand. William Ruto promised a lot of things, which he hasn't failed to fulfill them. Look at Mama Mboga, border, hustler narrative, has failed. The church has come out to reject William Ruto. But when we are saying this, some individuals, they don't listen to what we are saying. William Ruto is going to struggle. Mupende, musipende. William Ruto is going to struggle. Even if they will plan to rig William Ruto is going to struggle on the ground. You know, something that you don't understand sometime is that also, remember, these members of parliament will accelerate William Ruto's win. Because these members of parliament will come out to campaign for William Ruto as they are campaigning for their seats. Sawa sawa? So Atwoli to tell us that we should not underestimate William Ruto or underrate William Ruto. Remember, he's also going to lose members of parliament. And these members of parliament, ndio chanzo wa Kenya walitoka wakasema no to finance bill because walikataa kupinga hii finance bill. Listen to Francis Atwoli about underestimating William Ruto.
Underestimate Ruto in any way. Don't. I'm telling you, you are my friend, Jeff. Don't underestimate Ruto, Jeff. Why? In this country, yes, I fear losing. And I'm a serious campaigner. And I sit and read and plan what to do the next day. Build up a structure. Make a proposition to tell me where I'm going. I did everything in the books of politics by supporting Raila Odinga. We had everybody in the Republic of Kenya. Yeah. And we had a sitting president behind us.
And you lost.
What happened?
You lost.
And we had managed to put Fitina on Uhuru to put Ruto aside. How did he come like a thundering? And he was outside. Now he's inside. Your common sense tells you when he's inside. All these people who are working and what have you done, the people he has given jobs. As some people are now blaming me, he has made some families, some leaders from poor families to have something to eat. My friend, think twice before you lose your money. If you want to bet for Ruto.
But if...
So I think for me, Kenyans, it is just a time to keep quiet, listen, and see how things are going to be. Because one thing that I know, that William Ruto and his sympathizers, they are like, now Kenyans are going to give us another chance. But remember, the chance that they were given to lead this country, they have lost it. Remember, if William Ruto was campaigning during 2022 general election, he was so eloquent on some issues, of course, that were going to assist Kenyans to grow. But as we speak, is something, or can we come out and substantiate that William Ruto has done this and this and this? Which for me, I can count or two or one. Hustler Fund. Another thing, after Hustler Fund, what is the next for William Ruto? And that is the reality. Some individuals, they don't want to listen. And I will say it the way it is. William Ruto has failed. Some areas that we hoped William Ruto was going to do something that was sensible, it is not. The man has failed to erode all this corruption in his government. The man has failed to build up and, of course, maintain the government systems. Has failed. Look at, for example, like NHIF. We are being transferred from NHIF to SHIF. NHIF was working. It was just, there were some issues there. William Ruto could have come out to correct some such kind of issues. William Ruto wants to start new things all over so that he can confuse Kenyans. And that is why I disagree with Francis Atwoli. And I think the next general election 2027, it is going to be people versus political conmen. People of Kenya versus conmen. And they must go. You know them. These conmen, wamekuwa kwa hii serikali kutupiga na kutuambia maneno empty, you know? Na kutuambia, oh, umejua sisi tumepigia hii Kenya sana, sasa lazima tuongoze. Hapana. Hata mwenye mpika chakula hawezi sema sasa umejua mimi ndio nimepika chakula, sasa lazima nitakula nishibe kwanza ndio nyinyi muendelee kukula. Wacha nikule yote ndio niende niwapikie tena nyingine. Hata sisi tunataka kuongoza Kenya hii. And we must change this country. And by changing this country, we'll take you and me to come and make right decision. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till you meet in another video.